We are hot and live now. Can't wait to eat chips on the microphone.
That's the way I roll, baby.
Is it? Yeah, there we go. I love the crunchies. Oh, lovely. Oh, God. It's going to be a long morning.
Not longer than most mornings. Na na na. Na na.
Something's wrong. It usually shows up over here by now.
I see it.
You see it? All right. On X?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the most important.
Yeah, that's the only one I'm watching right now.
Well, if it's going to X, it's going to YouTube. I should just relax. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Usually I see the chat over here, you know what I mean? Yeah, there it is. A little refresh did the trick.
Kitty.
Good morning, Rory. It's nice to see you, bro. Oh, I gotta paste the chat, embed the chat. Go into this studio mode over here, right? Welcome, everybody, welcome. Okay, we want to go out, huh? Music's just the right speed for the morning, you know?
Yep.
Not too hard, not too soft.
That's what they said. Salt. Is there sugar in this?
Should be. I might have to fix it.
Sometimes if I drink a Diet Coke first.
It's your Diet Coke problem, yeah. It's
your problem.
It's sweet, babe. Totally sweet. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Man, running ragged. I'm glad you curated something this morning because I was going until 12:30 last night.
Yeah, I know.
After midnight, man.
I know. You kept waking me up.
Yelling.
So loud.
All right, stop. Like you're doing right now in my ear. Stop.
Yes.
Stop. Stop.
It's morning.
Yeah, it's morning again. Holy crap. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi. Yeah. How's it going this morning? My name is True Slinger, also known as Tim. Originally, I suppose. The OG is Tim. And that's Yennefer over there.
Yennefer.
She's the hippie chick.
Hippie chick.
Yep, coming at you. Yeah, I don't know. Like, how many times have we done this already? Something like 6, 7, 8 times or something like that. So yeah, it's fun. We get together in the morning, and what do? We crunch on chips very obnoxiously, and then we try to make sense of this shit. So let me play with a camera a minute. I feel like I'm too bright in here, man. Let me see. Configure the video. So I don't know if you guys checked it out. Not the debate shit. The latest train wreck last night. The El Presidente decided to do his big boy press conference. And well, what did you think, my love? What did you think of the big boy press conference?
It was so bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad. So bad.
I mean, it started out, right? It's where do I start? Holy crap. I mean, we're going to watch some clips of it, right? You queued some stuff up and people having reactions to it. I encourage you to go back and watch the stream from last night, okay, that I covered it because I woke up in a panic half an hour after it was supposed to have started. And I said, oh, my God, man, I'm going to miss it. You know, the biggest press conference in the whole world. You know, I wanted to cover it live and stuff.
The whole world.
And I get up and, of course, stop, robot camera. Stop. It creeps me out, man. My cameras follow me. It's really weird looking at me. So, yeah, so I fly out of bed, you know, and I jump in and fire a whole thing up, man. And sure enough, nothing. They were a whole hour late anyway. And when he finally did start, he did this, read off the teleprompter.
Yep.
And it was weak. It was very weak.
Very weak.
And then he took questions. And the very first thing he did was he said, okay, who am I supposed to call on now? I got a list here. Okay. So there goes your whole big boy, going, you got a list of people to call on with prearranged questions again. Or at minimum, you've picked the softest people, right? That are going to ask the softball questions, right? So yeah, he said just crazy crap. He said border crossings are down 50%. In comparison to Trump or whatever. I mean, apparently it's just a little while back, a couple of months ago, he clamped down on the border, right? Because everybody all of a sudden noticed that the border's wide open.
Yeah.
And then he said that, they asked him during a question about being, the qualifications of Kamala Harris as vice president.
Oh.
And he said the reason he picked Vice President Trump, and this was on the heels of just a couple hours before, apparently calling Zelensky Putin. Right?
Because the names are so similar.
And then he said during the questions, he whispered every once in a while, I'm doing this. Come on, man, it's gonna get better. Come on.
Stop.
And then and then he said that his staff, they insert stuff all the time at the last minute. They insert stuff. And he says, and I'm going to catch hell from my wife. And I mean, I don't know I don't know what you have queued up and what portions of it. But the questions portion, I think he took like 5 questions. And it was just absolutely awful. It was terrible.
It was agonizing.
It was terrible. And we had, like I said, and I talked about this last night when I was on the TV, right, with Hesher in the boiler room with Hesher and Ruckus last night.
Hesher.
And I talked about this. It was great. It was my first opportunity to be on like a late night program.
Yeah.
And so it was.
So you could swear.
Yeah, I could swear. It could be salty and stuff. And so it was really a lot of fun. And they had some guy on there, Mark so and so. It was so funny. I'll post it when I find it. When I get the recorded episode, I don't know where they post them. But it was so funny. This guy comes on. His name was Jacques Strop,
Jacques.
which busted my crap up like from the second we got on. And it was nothing but just like nonstop, laughs plus just some really great in-depth analysis by some really smart people, including me. And so I'll post that. You need to,
And modest.
and of course, humility is always at the top of the list. I've got my head cut off today. I got morning on my head. I got morning head. That's okay. I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to mess with it.
Wow. You
Okay.
just said something really.
Oh,
Really?
that's what he said. Wow. Okay. Hi,
I couldn't
Denise.
even- it was so
I didn't
obvious.
even, I didn't even know. I understand I
You
made that
said
joke.
something so bad.
What? You got to go out?
No.
Now.
No.
What do you mean, no?
He
You
just
don't
went
tell
out.
this guy. You don't tell this little guy no right over here.
Tater, come.
No.
Come here.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. So, let's go over, I guess, to the news panel. My God. So, at this point, like, subscribe, share, follow, like, and bookmark this so it gets a 30x boost on our viewership. That's very, very important. We want to make sure you do that. And then, of course, you can support us in lots of different ways. Let me see. Where the heck's my thing here? What am I looking for? You can support us lots of different ways, and you can look down if there's a banner running at the bottom. Hopefully there is. Then we have a link tree, and there's a tip button and stuff, and whatever. So what am I looking for?
Whatever.
Jen,
What?
I'm completely pulling a blank. What am I trying to do?
You're going to go under bookmarks and look at some stuff that I.
All right, let's do this then. Okay, we're going to do that. So, yeah, be sure to check this out. Last night, the Big Boy press conference, and thank you so much. I just really enjoyed that.
Welcome.
Because I did a live breakdown analysis of it. And so I got to, join the show last night, and the other guys are so busy.
Yeah.
They're all doing, this stuff.
Making money.
Making money. Right? So instead, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here, for free, entertaining everybody, and watching the press conference and reacting to it live. But I was able to, bring, break the news to the guys with what went on and talk about it, and it just was fun. So anyway, like I said, follow us and check back for watching me when I post that. So, okay, all right, just carry this for a second. Hold on. Come on, little assistant boy.
Wow. Oh my God. That's in my eye.
That was your best attempt at carrying our morning broadcast.
I couldn't help.
Complaining about the crap in your eye.
I got.
Look, I'm sorry. The quality will get better if you're new here. I swear to God,
Leave me alone.
this it'll get better. I promise. Okay, so
So this is day one.
day one. Okay, yeah, day one. Okay, yeah, day one. Okay, we're sober, right?
Well, not completely sober.
It's not completely left my system, and yes,
Well, no,
I
I
didn't
mean-
give up on
We're alcohol sober.
the weed, but yeah, we're not drinking anymore. It's just
So
terrible.
bad.
And the older I get, just the worse it gets, and it just tears you up and makes me, right? Especially in the
Makes you
morning.
mean.
It makes me mean. You like it when I'm mean, right? So we're gonna go to the bookmarks. All right, tell me what bookmarks. There we go. All bookmarks. All right. So, Cat Turd says, I haven't seen any of this, guys, this morning. This is going to be just completely
This is
unfiltered, raw reaction.
To
this
give you
morning.
all a view of the landscape of what people are saying, what influencers are saying.
Oh, based on the stellar performance of our president last night.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, I just, wow. Okay. All right. So anyway, Cat Turd says, I mean, never mind. Watching this kid sniffer make an absolute fool of himself daily and become the biggest laughing stock in U.S. history is called karma. And
Yeah.
I would say it is, right? Every day I wake up with joy in my heart. I do. Because the entire Democratic Party is going down in flames and they don't have any idea what to do with it.
No.
And it is a monster of their own creation. It is their it's the proverbial Frankenstein story, isn't it?
Yes.
They've created,
And the Naked Emperor.
yeah, and well, definitely
Naked Franken Emperor.
the Naked Franken Emperor. Exactly. It's exactly what's going on. Everybody's seen this, and now they're going. They hoped. They just thought somehow, because of their all their special doctors they have and adrenochroming, that they could just keep him alive forever. Apparently, just inject him full of stuff. So let's watch Speaker Mike here. Speaker Mike. And see what he has to say. He says, for 3.5 years, Democrats have covered up Biden's cognitive decline. Yes, they have. They've intentionally misled the American people.
For 3.5 years have been covering up this glaring problem.
Yep.
The staff in the White House have been covering it up, and so have the Democrats in Congress. Just last month, I brought a couple of examples. Representative Dan Goldman said Biden was sharper than anyone he'd spoken to.
President Biden was nice enough to call me, and I can tell you, this was the day before that interview, I can tell you he was sharper than anyone I've spoken to.
Representative Eric Swalwell said that Biden put many of us to shame with his energy.
As he says every day, watch me, and he puts many of us to shame with his energy.
I mean, there are example after example after example, leading Democrats and noteworthy
bad.
Democrats on the Hill who have not been in the dark about this. They've been saying things I think most of them understand is simply not true. And they've misled the American people for 3.5 years.
Yup.
Have been
Yup. How can you not laugh at this stinking clown show that is called the Democratic Party? Eric Swalwell,
Ew.
okay, is the least credible
I don't like
person.
when you say that.
I know
like
you
that.
don't.
That's kind of gross and a little bit inappropriate. Did you let Tater back in?
He's apparently free ranging at the moment.
What?
He has his time in the morning. He's probably not done doing his do. Doing the do, the little do.
He's the
little
nanny of the house.
Yep. Yep. He will demand service in about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with it when we get there.
And it's the same bark. It's the same high pitched, irritating bark.
Yep.
And he can make other sounds. We know he can.
Right. Okay. So here we
Okay.
go. All right. So I'm going to, like I said, spare you, and also just have you go watch my other content because I get credit for that. So go look up, last
God.
night's coverage of the debate because I have not the debate shit, this particular speech at the NATO, the press conference, and I want you to go look at that there. But we're going to look at some snippets here. Remember, this is the big boy press conference. This is.
Why did they call it that? How stupid.
Apparently, it's some tradition. I don't know. It's from a time back, and it's not a term apparently they invented. Okay, it's not a term they invented. But then somebody used it, and man, it was the worst kind of phrase to have accompanied with this president. Are you worried about Tater? All right, well, I'll call him.
Sorry.
Carry the show.
We're in the middle of the woods, and my little baby white dog is still outside. And a little fox could come and take him, or a fisher could come and take him, or a moose could come and stomp on him, or a black bear. We have black bears and moose. Yay! Thank you. I didn't want him to get eaten.
Okay. Tatarius. Okay.
Tea tater tot.
The T tater tot. All right. Check this out. The big boy press conference.
I can't believe they called it that.
I know, right?
Seriously.
So
Oh my God, we got chips going.
crunchy. Very nice. Thank you. So they, and then what did they do? This is supposed to be the thing that reassures everybody.
Right.
Okay, that this guy can handle himself off the cuff. Isn't that the question? That is the burning question on everyone's mind.
Is he functional?
Is he functional? And the very first, and he doesn't even understand to hide
Right.
that he's calling on specific people, right?
Right. Use your soundboard.
Oh yeah, right. Man, I mean, this thing, we're expected to believe.
Come on, man.
That this is.
That's good.
Okay, all right, come on.
How'd you do
That-
that?
I'll take your questions.
Whoa.
I've been given a list of people to call on here. With that,
I've been given
list.
a list of people to call on.
come on, man.
Okay, there you are. Right? I mean, right off from the very beginning, this is the way this press conference started. The very first thing you did is you undermined you just cut your own legs out from under you because you said, not only did you say I have a list of people I'm going to call on, which would have sounded at least like someone he's in command of something.
No, they gave him.
No, he's been given a list, right? And I also told you that he said he admitted in halfway through the questions that his wife is going to give him hell or is giving him hell or something. Okay. And this is the same guy that every time he gets up on stage and he goes, I'm Jill Biden's husband.
He's trying to do the folksy thing.
But you know how
It's
it
not
works. You see how it works together? It doesn't
Yeah.
work because she really actually is in charge. That's what we're seeing here. And that's what we all know.
Yeah.
So, okay, what does Benny have to say? What did he post about this morning? Biden immediately leaves the stage after being asked about mixing up VP Harris with Trump.
Can't see.
There you go. Can you see now?
I
Can
can
you see me now?
I can see you
Can
now.
you see me now?
This concludes.
Respectfully, earlier you misspoke in your opening answer. You referred to Vice President Harris as Vice President Trump. Right now, Donald Trump is using that to mock your age and your memory. How do you combat that
Skull off.
criticism from tonight?
Listen to him.
This concludes tonight's press conference. Thank you,
Did
everybody.
he say listen
Thanks,
to him?
everyone.
Yep.
All right, so
Yep.
what? All right, I'm sorry. What sense was there? What sense was that supposed to
Just
make?
listen to the man.
Oh my God, I really,
Spews racist, homophobic,
Oh man,
xenophobic,
oh man,
anaerobic. No.
it is so and you could see clearly, right? There's these prearranged questions, but then the rest of the press corps started to get riled up, right?
Yeah.
They're like
This is their
'cause
chance.
this is their chance. They want to get a question in, right? No, they cut it off, and what does he do? Like a coward, just like every single other time, he walks off. He did the best he could, fumbling through the prearranged questions, and even those he did absolutely awful with. Okay. Who is this? Charles Gasparino.
Charlie Gasparino, he's on Fox News. He's
And
sorry.
An alternative view from a CEO who knows Joe Biden well and says, no effing way he's dropping out. Here's his take. Joe Biden couldn't care less what the elite in his party thinks, what the elite fundraisers think of, or anyone else. He really hates them. As they say, he'll take their money, but he knows they look down on him as some rube. Well, he is a rube. Plus, he thinks he earned the presidency after trying so many times, and there's no way he's giving it up and to go down in history as a loser who dropped out because he isn't tough enough. He only cares about his wife and family, and he will tell everyone else to fuck off. Now, that is true, right? And I think that's a pretty good assessment of where this is at, right?
Yes.
And I think that you also said that sort of there's a consensus out there that, yeah, he didn't do well. Nobody believed it.
No.
It didn't shovel him out.
Harry Sisson is the only one, and I think I have a clip.
Harry Sissy.
Sissy
we're gonna
boy.
we're gonna get to see Harry Sissy. Oh, it's too big. No wonder you can't see it completely. All right. Anyway. Oh God, the quality of the show is just suffering this morning. That's what happens when you stay up till 1 o'clock doing TV, man. Oh, late night stuff. Okay, where am I going? Where's my window? I've lost my window. Lost me window. Here we go. So what is Donald Trump just posted this on Truth. Crooked Joe has a case of Trump derangement. Okay, now this is pretty funny right now. This is we'll make this real big so you can see it. Not that big. Let me make it a little smaller. These
Yeah,
this
it's
is this is Anthony Blinken and Secretary Lloyd Austin. And is that
Jake
Sullivan?
Sullivan. Yep.
Okay, these are like these. You want to know who the cabal is? Right? This is part of it
You
right
wanna know
here.
who's running
This is
things.
you want to know who's running things.
It's the first guy there.
Right. So
Kirby.
Right. So check this out.
Yeah.
Look at the looks on these guys' faces. Right? As he makes his first gaffe in the opening I believe question salvo.
Yeah, the first question.
Very first question where he mistakes
Trump.
Vice President Kamala Mamala for Trump.
I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think he was not qualified to be president.
Look at Jake
Let's
Sullivan.
start there. Number one.
Two of them
fact
looked
is
straight
that-
down.
Yeah.
The consideration is I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be
Look
president.
at the lady back
Let's
there
start
who
there.
looks down.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
I'm
and
no. Go ahead.
That's not Kirby. Who is that? Who's the first guy?
The first guy. Oh, that's no, that's not Admiral Kirby. Oh God, what's his name?
Blinken. That's
Blinken,
right.
yeah.
Anthony.
Yeah.
Blinken.
State Department.
He'd look down too. Him and her both
Yep.
looked down.
Yep. And because it's just like he can't get through a minute without slurring,
Yeah.
having a volume regulation problem, having a word recall problem, wandering off on the story, getting the names. He's getting names mixed up all the time now, like all the time. This was twice in the same day, man. You know,
Well, and it's funny because it's not the same kind of dementia as like if someone looks at you and they don't recognize you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I guess that's a different level of. I'm not really sure.
Yep. So Richard Grinnell,
Rick,
who
Rick,
is
Rick, Rick,
one of our favorite homosexuals
yes,
ever.
I like him.
He's a nice guy. Really, really like him.
Rick Winnell.
He's got his head screwed on straight. He says that on MSNBC's Morning Joe, they says that Biden is fantastic and impressive on foreign policy. He says, fact check, Joe Biden has ushered in 2 disastrous wars, one in Europe and one in Middle East. Not to mention that just glorious withdrawal from Afghanistan. Wasn't that just lovely? That was a foreign policy absolute, just a...
Every time I
Genius.
hear you talking about Afghanistan
Yes,
withdrawal,
yes,
I
yes.
just picture that image of the plane
Mm-hmm.
with hundreds of people trying to jump on it, jump off it,
And then
hanging onto the
falling
wing,
off.
falling off midair.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what
Not-
a bad look.
Not to not to mention the Afghani jam that came off after the landing gear came back down because apparently people were crushed.
Oh, geez.
Made good lubrication for the landing gear. I mean, it was a cluster.
It
It was
was
embarrassment. But is it not? Wasn't it a microcosm of this entire presidency?
It was so shocking that we went day by day by day, and we're like, really? He's
Really?
not gonna.
Really?
He's not gonna get the people out.
But objectively speaking, how much different is it than we are right now? Okay? Every day we wake up and go, hello, nuclear codes, man, nuclear codes. Guy doesn't know what's going on, doesn't know what room he's in, doesn't know what time it is.
Yep.
Okay? And so it's just been this, and somehow, Morning Joe is just able to say how wonderful all this is, you know? And they point back to, because they
such
don't have
idiots.
a candidate. They do not have a candidate. Okay? The guy is totally gone, right?
And they're probably going to keep Biden in because there's nobody that polls better than he does.
No, right? But he's got nothing. They got no candidate. This is what's going on right now, right? In Joe Biden's head, right? So what do? They go, oh man, you know, come on, man, look at all the policy, man.
Come on, man.
Look at all of look what I did. Look at all this shit I did, all this stuff I did, blah 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 blah. blah. If you objectively look at your record, that's terrible. It's terrible. Now I know that there are clearly different opinions on the Democrats and Republicans on that.
Yep.
But I mean, my God, you know, and he hasn't been able to put together a sentence for the longest time. Everybody knew about this. So Kentert said his mouth hurts from laughing in the Big Boys presser last night. Man, I have not had so much opportunity for belly laughter because it's just so joyous. Because we never see anybody go to jail. We never see any consequences. We rarely see anybody lose their jobs or their
Yeah,
pensions
right.
or anything. I mean, even Peter Strzok, I think, retired with a full retirement package.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you know, that guy, Mr. Oh my God, him and, you know, savior of the world, that guy. So nobody ever gets the dues of their you know, what they deserve.
Yeah.
But now we see it on a daily basis. I mean, if you've been with the morning show for a little while, you've seen us watching some of the left-wing news programs losing their absolute minds.
Yep.
Right? So what does Roger Stone have to say? Let me see what he has to say. Is this something you curated for us, my love?
I did.
All right.
My sources tell me, Alex, that yesterday Joe Biden's pollsters, he has 4, told him, based on their most recent polling, that he has an 85% probability of defeat. They also told him, among other things, that he is now trailing by 6 points in Pennsylvania. Now, what impact that will have remains to be seen. The biggest single bundler and fundraiser for Democrat and left causes, a fellow named Kramer in New York, has made it clear that he's not giving Joe money. The money has largely been cut off. You also have a situation in which I think Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and the House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries are increasingly nervous because the polling coming back is suddenly showing that states and districts that were heretofore thought to be safe are now suddenly competitive.
Right. So yeah, it's entirely on fire right now. And Chris, I'm really glad that I just read your comment that you got to believe that God will give them their just reward, right? Their hell is a real place. Well, I would say that, I mean, biblically speaking, to put a biblical worldview on what's going on here, is that they are reaping what they've sown. They are reaping currently, right now, what they have sown. And they are reaping the rewards of their sin. And the wages of sin is death, right? That's what the wages of sin are. And what are we seeing right now? Man, you sinners, your party's dying, your candidate's dying, both literally and figuratively, right? And what's happening is that it's coming back. And you can call it karma, you can call it whatever the hell you want. But you can only do crap so long and deceive people so long before it falls apart. Mm-hmm. And I guess that would be a good life lesson here, right? This is not the way you want to live your life. You don't want to live your life as an empty shell and then, fake it on the outside constantly, because eventually what's going to happen is your true character will show. And you will eventually reap what you've sown. So, okay, what does this say? My numbers are better in Israel than they are here in America. Yeah, he said if Democrats were smart, they would end this presser immediately. Yeah, I honestly, the news is coming so fast, right?
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I don't have a room full of people that are able to analyze and break down what he said regarding foreign policy, all the mistakes he made. I just have to watch for the media fallout on this stuff and hope that I can catch the stuff that I can catch. But there is so the disaster, and the stuff that he said was so wrong, most of it, and so incomplete that you could literally spend like half the day researching the stuff he said, and to find out that it made no sense. It was gobbledygook, or it was just empty wind. So yeah, okay. Simon Atiba, who never gets called on, right, at the White House press briefing.
To be famous.
He said he called his staff, who add things all the time. Yeah, he threw him under the bus, man, at the Big Boy press conference. So let's listen to this.
By the way, even with that, I love my staff, but they add things. Add things all the time. At the very end. I'm catching hell from my wife for that. Anyway.
If I had a dime for every time he said, anyway.
Look,
I'm sorry. By the way, even with
Wow. Wow, 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 wow,
so
wow, wow.
bad.
Wow. Wow. I mean, what, I mean, within that just small clip, right? There's just like, what? More than 3 things. I mean, you know, the whispering is creepy. The tonality is creepy. The fact is he's admitting that he's not running the show, that other
Right.
people are running the show. And then the fact that he's not smart enough to not tell people that other people are running the show. I mean, it's like layer upon layer upon layer upon layer of wrong.
Yeah.
It's all wrong. Oh, my goodness.
The next one's a funny meme.
Oh, this one is hilarious. Nice to meet you, Vice President Trump.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
President Putin.
Jeez. Okay, we're gonna look
Now
at
we're
look
gonna-
at look at this
This is
baby-faced little paid
Harry.
operative.
Harry.
Okay, who's gonna have a career that's I don't know about gonna last about 105 more days.
He'll probably be a staffer on the Capitol.
Oh
Capitol Hill.
my God, this little fresh-faced
What's with his
baby
chin?
boy.
He's got a long chin. Yeah.
I think before he gets on the camera, he does this. Oh, he's so cute, isn't he? You just want to pinch those little cheeks. Yeah. So anyway, this little turd bag was on. Oh God, I got myself all hot. Whew. This little douchebag was on Piers Morgan,
Yeah.
and he was the only one. Out of like Crystal Ball was on there, and
He's the only one on X that says anything positive about Biden.
I mean, how can you seriously, in all seriousness, defend the way this guy defends this little child right here, this influencer? And God, oh man, I hate calling myself an influencer because it's like that means I kept something in common with him.
yeah.
Ooh.
President Biden just gave an hour-long press conference with no notes, no teleprompter, no knowledge of the questions beforehand, and he...
Okay, did you hear what he just said? Let me replay that for you, just to make sure you understand what he just said.
President Biden just gave an hour-long press conference with no notes, no teleprompter, no knowledge of the questions
He's
before...
lying.
No teleprompter.
He used a teleprompter for the speech.
He used a teleprompter for the speech. There were 2 pieces of glass right there. You could see him plain as day, and you watch him. He's, you know when people use a teleprompter, they go like this, and he goes like this, and he goes like this, and he goes like this to make it appear as if they're engaging the audience, which everybody knows it isn't. You're reading
Right.
off a teleprompter. Okay, and then he said with no previous knowledge of what the questions would be. You believe that?
No.
The first thing he said was, now I've been given a list of who to call on. Oh, excuse me. Losing my voice. Oh, my God. All right, let's listen to the rest of it.
President Biden just gave an hour-long press conference with no notes, no teleprompter, no knowledge of the questions beforehand, and he executed it perfectly. He got tough questions and gave great answers. He talked in depth about foreign policy and the issues facing the United States. So can we get over this Biden's too old? Can we get over this he's not fit to serve? That is a man who just talked in depth about China, Russia, Ukraine, domestic policy, foreign policy, issues facing the entire world. Are you kidding me? Like, I would love to see Donald Trump try to keep up. I would love to see Donald Trump try to talk about the things that President Biden just articulated at that press conference. So it's time for us, the Democrats, to unite and support President Biden. This is a man who is competent. He's uniquely qualified to be president, and I am excited to vote for him.
They all have an overbite. I don't know, man. It's kind of like pedophiles are all sort of the same shape, too, like pear-shaped. Yeah, I don't know. I've never really noticed that. So, yeah, Harry Sisson. Harry Sisson. If you've never seen him, that's him. That's him.
So,
Go ahead. No, go ahead. So what?
I was just going to say something about the smoking because we're
Oh, well, we're quitting smoking. She's sensitive that I'm smoking on screen. So this is
Yeah, I don't like it.
yeah, I know. So we're quitting smoking, but we stop drinking, and then once the cigarettes are gone, then we're gonna quit smoking. I try to avoid doing those two things at the same time. You know, you live with me. You understand why I spread those things out just a little bit. So anyway.
Yeah.
But thanks for embarrassing me on camera. I appreciate that, and thank you very much. All right, so what's this saying?
You insisted.
Okay, so the Democrats blocked the SAVE Act in the U.S. Senate. This was passed in the House. And if you're not familiar, the SAVE Act was in order to make sure that people had to present identification and proof of U.S. citizenship. Proof of U.S. citizenship in order to vote in the election. And of course, the Democrats blocked it. They just blocked it. Why? Well, we don't need it.
Right.
We don't need it. See, they always say that stuff. We don't need it. It's already illegal. And that's very true. But there's no mechanism, and you're not allowed to ask if you're a U.S. citizen. They just have to check a box. And it's based on the what? The honor system. Now, how many times have we talked about the fact that this constitutional republic that we live in, this country that we live in, is based on a moral and religious people?
Right.
Okay, John Adams said this, and the thought has been echoed by the founding fathers more than once, is that we have to have people that you know, the people that we're importing that are flowing across the border right now, who knows whether they're cool with the quote-unquote honor system.
Right.
Me thinks not so much, probably, or at least there's a decent probability. So why in the world would you not want to eliminate that probability, right? Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so what does the UFC president Dana White have to say? Nothing? He's just going to speak?
Yep, that's it.
Okay, cool. That's it.
That's it.
Right, so, and then we saw Ben Shapiro yesterday run circles around Eric Swalwell. Because Democrats are not particularly intelligent, right? So, do you have some stuff?
Yes.
You do. All right, well, let me set that up. Let me find it. First of all, I have no idea where your tweetar is.
Tweetar.
Even.
Tweetar.
I don't know where it is. I don't have it queued up. Oh, there it is. I found it. Quick enough, man.
How can you miss it?
Oh, God, it's so...
Colorful.
Are you warm this morning? It's really humid in here this morning.
Yes.
I can't wait to get down to Florida.
Oh, yeah, yay.
Well, no, at least in our new house, we're going to have an air conditioner, right? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, all right, let me
But
set
we
you
won't
up.
have snow.
Double click on you there. Double click on you there. There you go. We're ready to rock. And then we do this. Wow. Very funky, love. I love it.
Thank you.
Doink. And there you are. So you want to make sure to follow at hippiechick_24.
Aw, thank you, honey.
Yep. It's because she needs more followers. She's desperately, woefully low on followers. 794. Let's see if we can't get that up over 1,000, right?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that would be nice. Then you could be somebody.
Oh, my
So
God.
do I have to go to your bookmarks or something? Is that where I'm going here?
I don't know.
Where am I going?
Maybe I hit
I
them.
have no idea where I'm going.
Yeah, check out my bookmark.
Check out your bookmarks. Alrighty then. I'm sorry. I'll do better with the soundboard tomorrow. I know that perhaps it's not as much soundboard as you want. But, you know, since we were stopping drinking today, there was every reason to say, well, let's not stop yesterday. So, a little slow this morning. It's having fun. Late night TV. Anyway. Okay, so...
What? You can't do that.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I gotta stop. Getting too old for this crap. Okay, so numerous firefighters are battling an intense, massive apartment fire complex with people being evacuated. Where is this?
That's in Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Oh, there it is. Reading is fundamental. Wow, that's pretty huge. That's a big fire, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, is this mine? Oh.
Wow. When I was working, when I was a young guy, I used to work in the tool and die shops. And I did that because Hungarians are tool and die makers, right? So it's what I decided to do for a while. And so the guy who owned the company loved fires. And so he had a scanner. And so every time there was a fire, we'd all jump in the pickup truck, and we'd rush to the fire and watch the fire. We'd all have the afternoon off or whatever. Yeah. Have you ever been near a fire? Oh,
only the ones you've made.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, there was one time. Almost caught the whole damn field on fire. Yeah, whoopsie.
120 acres.
Yes, I'm an agricultural genius. Yeah, I know. Glad I'm not doing that anymore. I used to play with fire for a living, by the way. I was a licensed pyromaniac, and I worked for some of the biggest combustion companies, biggest water heater manufacturers, appliance manufacturers.
Yeah.
Anything that burned gas. I worked for A.O. Smith and Lochinvar and a whole bunch of them. So Ream, Rude, Weather King. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I ran research and development departments. Oh, this is creepy. What? How does he? This is so creepy. This is so creepy. This is so.
I know it is. You're right. It is. It's very creepy.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. What the hell?
The hell?
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am. Your things are in the way. It's fine. Just don't let it happen again. Excuse me.
All right, that was silly.
Yep.
Isn't it great that we have things like YouTube and the internets, the interwebs, to bring us this kind of stuff? Yeah. I don't think people have enough time on their hands, right? Yeah. Okay. They don't have enough. Graphic content. Are we all ready for this?
I don't know.
Attack someone, child. You deserve a one-way ticket to the depths of hell. Well, I agree.
Warning, warning.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Warning. Okay. This is a trigger warning, right? Graphic content is to follow. And hopefully it's a little bit of this. All right, here we go. Show. Da, da, da. Oh, no, there we go. Where's the sound? Come on.
For 5 more to get in on the act.
Sorry.
It's really loud.
Sorry. It's always better with sound.
Ears.
Welcome to Brazil, where you have your crazies roaming the streets, slapping random kids. This person, place, or thing is about to take a Sparta kick to the chesticles, and it is all over a kick to the dome for good measure. It's just a shame this man has to beat down this person, place, or thing, because there's plenty of room for 5 more to get in on the action. We live in a world where you have to be aware of your surroundings more than ever, and it's a terrible shame that idiots like this continue to roam the streets. But we are heroes do exist. Takes a Sparta kick to the chesticles. This is the least that this person, place, or thing deserves. Harming an innocent child and you're asking for mercy. Booyah! Takes another shot to the dome. A nice factory default reset. Too bad he doesn't send him into the depths of hell with a wireless hole puncher, you piece of shit.
Oh, I love it. Steve Inman does that better than anybody else, man. If you're not following Steve Inman, at Steve Inman UIC, for much more of that stuff. Love to watch his stuff. So much fun. All right, what are we looking at here? Oh, is this our favorite pedophile hunter?
Yes, this is part 1 and part 2.
Oh, more of this?
Definitely.
Cool.
And they got a passerby to get involved.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I could only be so lucky, should only be so lucky as to have something like that.
This predator thought he was coming to meet a 13-year-old boy to have sex with.
At Target.
At Target. Target.
At Target.
Excuse me, everybody! This man right here! Maybe be the 13-year-old boy! This man is a pedophile, and you're saying
Marcus is a pedophile trying to meet a 13-year-old boy. Let's go.
Let's go.
Get his bitch ass. He's trying to fuck a 13-year-old boy. Oh, no. Yes, you were. Hey, what you here doing, Marcus? You trying to meet a 13-year-old boy? Yeah? You trying to meet a 13-year-old boy, Marcus? No.
This man's here to meet a 13-year-old boy!
You want to take him to get a milkshake, right, Marcus?
Oh, man.
Marcus? Now you got your ass in a fucking full Nelson right here. Getting yoked up. Child predator in the Bronx, trying to meet a 13-year-old boy. Excuse me, everybody! This man right here came to meet a 13-year-old boy! That's what you get for trying to meet a fucking little boy. Child predator. Child predator right here. Yeah, you trying to get a milkshake with him, huh? You trying to get real familiar. What you trying to do? Hey, get your ass yoked the fuck up.
What do you care about her for?
We need more of that, guys.
There's a part 2, I think.
Where is it?
Up. No, down. Oh.
That's Jim Morrison. I mean,
Okay.
part 2.
All right, there is no part 2.
There is no part 2.
You got to hit refresh though, because I've added a couple bookmarks.
Oh, have you?
I have.
Okay. Well, what's with Jim Morrison?
I don't know. That's not Jim Morrison. That's what's his face? He looks just like
Val
him.
Kilmer?
Yeah, Val Kilmer. What?
Oh, that's great.
That's,
Come out of the rain
look.
when you're strange. No one remembers when you're strange. When you're strange. When you're strange. People are strange.
Oh, that is amazing. He
Wasn't
looked
that cool?
Just like him, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Never, I mean, I knew he looked a lot like him, but when they really show it side by side like that, it's really
Oh yeah,
cool.
I mean he embodied the what's that called? The swagger.
All right, you got another Steve Inman?
Yep, I got 2 more.
All right.
Couple more.
Anytime Chaz and Kyle team up, it's never a good thing, and bad shit always happens. You can see Chaz guarding in the front there, Kyle walking up, throws a rock at the window, and completely knocks Chaz out. And the window doesn't break, but Kyle's cranium breaks as he throws the rock. And man, once again, karma is served like an instant cup of noodles. Right here, Chaz standing guard, doing a good job, doing his part, you know, and then Kyle comes out of nowhere, you know, like doing his part. But the problem is that window is unbreakable. And the question is, who made that window? Can we get a number so we can purchase these windows at home for these kind of DBs that walk around the hood looking for trouble? Look at this. Throws the rock once again. Oh, yeah. Kyle suffers the wrath of his own rock.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that good, honey?
Oh, that was really, really funny. I'm gonna be all hoarse. I'm supposed to have to read today. I don't know if, man, I gotta read some stuff today. I've been laughing too much. I'm gonna blow my smoking a little too much.
Woo! Hi, Tater.
All right, so what are we looking at here?
What's that?
Pizza guy saves the day.
Yeah.
All right.
Take place, one that has been in progress, one that you saw on TV, but now it's in front of your customer's house. What do? It appears number 11 is going to go out there, and the pizza's really not the concern at this point. Pizza Man is intrigued by what's going on outside. He takes a gander, he takes a look, and it appears the action is coming near him, and it appears he's about to sweep the leg and put in the body bag. My God! Suspect gets up all pissed off. He's like, "Can I just at least have a slice of pizza before I go to jail?" Didn't even let go of the pizza. You can see right here, he was ready. He was able to set that off. He's like, "Here's a tip, the tip of my foot. Booyah!"
Oh, wow, that was good.
And Billy the Pizza Guy will get a 5-star review.
Man,
for
that's
his
great.
efforts.
We need more of that, right? We need people to get involved, right? And so this is the part where I tell you and I plug and say, you know, as you're liking, subscribing, sharing this message, and letting all your friends know about us, right?
Yeah.
If you're entertained by us, you know, considering dropping a dime in the cup on the way out. We get a tip feature on X, and we've also got a link tree down there where you can go and find all sorts of ways to support us, as well as find us on all the other platforms, and following us everywhere is always great, right? So what else do we have, my love? Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute. There is a part 2, part 1, part 2.
Part 2. Yep.
Okay, so which one did we see?
We
Part
saw
2. All right, so this is part 2. He's creepy looking, man.
He's really creepy. Is he? He's not mulatto. Albino. He's not an albino.
No, but he looks
And he's got
weird. He looks like he's made out of clay. He looks like
He has no eyebrows.
I know who he looks like. He looks like John Doe. He looks like a black John Doe.
Can I
He's
get
got
these smaller?
dark circles around his eyes. Let me see. Your headphones?
Yeah.
Tighten them up.
Like,
One I super glued them. See, that's why we need your contributions, okay? These headphones are broken twice. And
too big.
Too big. There's no such thing. I'm not even going to make a joke out of that, right? I'm
It's
not
a
even going to
joke.
do it. You teed it up for me, but I'm not going to do it.
Trying to do? Familiar. What you trying to do? What you the fuck up and explain what you trying to do? What you gonna do, little boy? Right? Get a milkshake, right? Huh? What you trying to do? I got here. Why don't you? We'll pull it up. I'll pull it up for you. Hey, we lying? Hands down. Hey, we lying? Go to sleep, bitch. Are we lying? Hey, we lying, bro?
Wow.
We lying? You should. Hey, you about to go to sleep? You about to go to sleep? He might let you go. Hey, this man's a pedophile. He might let you go. Yeah, go to sleep, pedophile. Go to sleep, child predator. Yeah, nigga. Oh, what? You pussy. What? You pussy. I'm gonna do it. You pussy. I'm gonna do it. You pussy. Please let me go. You pussy, nigga. Hey, tell the truth then. You gonna tell the truth? What you trying to do? What you trying to do?
Now, again, you know, I show this stuff, but we talk about it because I have to put this stuff in context, okay?
Right.
And you have to understand that while you're starting to feel sorry for this guy as he feels the life draining out of his body, and they don't kill these guys.
Oh God, no. No.
They just make it so that they will never, ever want to do this again because they're scared to death of
Right.
being in this situation.
And they
like-
get their license plates.
right,
and
and they
stuff.
turn it over to the cops too, right, to the detectives, right. So, you know, it's emotionally difficult to watch, but at the same time, picture if a boy would have shown up, what he would have done to that boy, or your son, or somebody you know, some child you know,
Yeah.
right, and then watch it again and think about it again, right.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't feel sorry for these people, and it's about time that morality take this country back, right? We need morals and ethics to come back to our country. Right?
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. All right, so I'm gonna go on big screen here, and we can wrap this up. I'm feeling a little bit like I kind of want to move on.org, and I want to start consuming some of the media that we've got going on out there.
Yep.
And seeing what's going on.
Yep.
And I don't necessarily want to make. We've talked about the fact that Mondays will probably be a 2-hour show, and I'm totally not opposed to going long anytime. We're having a lot of fun, and I'm not saying we're not having fun now, but God, I'm worn out. I mean, we've been live streaming the Alec Baldwin trials.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's on again today.
Yep. And so we're going to be doing that, and with that, I think that starts at 10 o'clock. So that starts at about an hour.
Hi,
so you can
baby.
join us there if you want to.
Hi, baby.
And we'll continue to watch that slow train wreck and offer our expert legal breakdown on what's going on there. Or at least we're just going to watch Alec Baldwin fall asleep. What are you doing?
I'm holding the coffee.
Oh, you're holding the coffee? Oh, I see. Wait, the sun is over here. Ow, ooh, it's so hot. God, the sunny over here. So yeah, anyway, like I said, stick with us because, we try to make sense of this stuff on a daily basis.
And then we're also sharing some very personal stuff that maybe might be able to help other people.
Right. Well, yeah, we're trying to help other people. We're trying to help ourselves
ourselves.
because that's the way these things are done. They're done in community, right?
Yep.
And I tell you, I
Accountability.
mean, things like AA work for a reason, right? Because people get together and there's accountability.
Yep.
And then we can share things with each other. And I tell you, if you've been with us for the past couple of weeks, we talked about a variety of different subjects. We've talked about, family, disowning you, and, relationship problems, and substance abuse issues, and depression, and, so what haven't we talked about, right? And people have shared some really cool stuff, about, molestation or being sexually abused, and, how it damages us, it breaks us, and not to mention how we've, I think, all been broken in many ways by the corporate cabal of elite people that got together and decided that it's more important to make money than it is our health. And so they taught us how to eat garbage, right? Stop, Coco, stop. And so we've been, it feels to me like we've been walking uphill right? Fighting forces that I didn't know existed even until much later in my life, to realize that everybody's been telling you everything how to eat is wrong.
Yep.
And how to live is wrong.
Yep.
Right.
And honestly, I kind of resent the whole thing about going to college. I was told, like, you have to go to college, absolutely. And now, and delay getting married and delay having children.
Right.
And if I could do it over, which I hate talking about regret and doing things over, but if I had to do it over, I would get married early. I would have lots and lots and lots of kids.
Right. 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 Right.
That's
Right.
what's
All the things opposite of what they've been telling society and women they should be
and
doing.
eat lots of bacon and eggs.
Eat lots of bacon. Although the doctor told me, I'm really bummed, and I have to figure this out. And I'm not quite sure that that I believe my doctor this time. Imagine that. So my feet, all of a sudden, man, it's like, what the hell, man? I hit 62 and I'm just falling apart. I don't know if anybody out there experiences this, right? But now, all of a sudden, it's like I felt one day I'm sitting there and I'm like feeling my ankles feel a little like tight. The skin is tight, right? And I look down and my feet are like swollen up like big Michelin feet, the Michelin Man feet. I'm like, what the hell is this? Why do my feet look like balloons? And I was a bit alarmed by this. And I looked it up, and it was an electrolyte imbalance. And that can apparently happen when you're doing the carnivore diet.
Right.
So I drank some sports drinks and stuff, and it seemed to clear up. Now, I haven't had sports drinks in a while, and we've been using the reverse osmosis water, which isn't good because it's terrible because it doesn't have any of the electrolytes in there and all that stuff you need.
I was in the hospital for 3 days.
Right.
Because they couldn't figure it out.
And they couldn't diagnose it. And finally, after they hydrated her, and they happened to hydrate you with electrolytes, then her heart started working.
Yep.
But, basically the way it works is people don't know that water is an insulator. And the only reason it conducts anything is because of the salts and metals that are in that water. Right. The impurities in the water.
Oh, so if you dilute your water, like if you drink a lot of reverse osmosis water.
Yeah, what happens is your nerves can no longer send the electrical signals.
Right.
Your nerves aren't exactly like wires, but they're very similar. And they all respond on electrical signals.
Right.
And so, the electrical signals won't work if your body doesn't have enough salts in it, the correct salts.
Right.
So I'm not quite sure because I love salt and I don't have high blood pressure, but I don't like my feet looking like the Michelin Man. It's just uncomfortable. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
So I got to figure out how to do something about that. But once again, I think that that we've just one of the biggest things that was important to me, and then I guess I'll leave you with this before we go for the day, is that one of the things that's important to me is, and I've said it before, is that wherever you go with you. Right.
Yeah.
And it's a big saying in AA that there's something called a geographical cure, and I would say that that in some cases a geographical cure is not necessarily bad. We needed to get out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
Emotionally, we needed to leave, and we needed to come here and heal. And then a process happened, and something happened, and then also life changed.
Right.
And a curtain has drawn closed on this place, right? And emotionally, it's time to go because it's not what it was before. And so, it's just time to move on right now. But the thing is while the last geographical cure coming here to Maine was good, if we go down there to straighten our life out, but we continue to do what we're doing here,
right,
then I'm going to continue to create the same problems in my life wherever I go.
Right. That's why we need to take these next 6 months before we move and get our diet straight, get off of the cigarettes, get off the alcohol.
Right, because my parents literally went down to Florida and they killed themselves with drinking and smoking. Now, they eventually quit smoking, but the drinking, they didn't to the very end.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't want to follow in the footsteps of my parents, and we talked about that before as well. So yeah, and that's kind of why, this morning show was born. That's why this community was born, in part, because I wanted to say, you know what, I think I want to be up and doing the same thing every single day, every single morning at the same time.
Yeah.
And that will start to put some discipline in my life. And it, to a great extent, has worked. And we've actually made it on time most mornings and kind of had our poop together enough that we were entertaining enough to people. So I think we're pulling it off. So anyway, I think that's, I'm kind of done, man. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm fried.
You're fried.
Let me check the chat real quick.
Okay.
To see who we had here. Yeah,
Why-
Truth was in the house. Very important. Yeah, got to keep the electrolytes up. Absolutely. And my blood work just came back and said that I have an electrolyte imbalance. And the funny part is that I went in with swollen feet, and he didn't talk to me about my blood work.
What
I went,
tests-
huh?
Okay.
You told me the blood work said that there's some things that are wacky and out of
Your
balance.
CO2 is high.
My CO2 is high.
What the hell is that?
What the hell?
mean?
Is that from drinking too much beer? Carbonation? What the hell?
Ew.
Do I need to belch more?
No.
Right. So, okay, cool. We got 100 chat messages today. That's always exciting to see a healthy chat.
Do we make the 100? Yeah.
Yep. Yes, we did. Yep. Okay. Jeff was in the house today. Soulful Devotions on YouTube, please. The guy is awesome. Okay, do me a favor, Jeff. DM me that information because I don't always go back through all these chat messages. And if you have anybody, you're free to DM me anytime. I'm not one of those people that get my panties all up in a bunch if you write me. Just don't send me pictures of your penis things, please. I appreciate that. No dick pics. Anyway, Denise was in the house this morning. Chris Walsh was in the house this morning.
Hey.
We really enjoyed having Chris here. The great and mighty Waz was in the house today.
Yeah.
Nice to see him. Yep. Yeah, he said something about, and this did happen, that one of these pedos is going to be packing heat one day and one of these pedophile hunters is going to get shot up.
One did.
One did.
He got shot in Walmart in
Yeah.
the leg.
Yep, shot in the leg. So I think he's okay. Hey, Spunky Monkey was in the house this morning.
Yep.
Wow. Very nice. Yeah, I don't think she's been with us in the morning before.
No.
So that was nice to see.
Where's Prin Draco?
I don't know. I haven't seen her, but Ted Bacon Cheesin, who's our friend Mike.
Oh, Mikey. Is he
Mikey.
on?
He was. He
Aw.
said good morning, Tim and Jen. I'm sorry I didn't say good morning to you. I missed that.
Hi, Mike.
I
I did too.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But gosh, it was nice, man. We had nice group of people in, and it's nice, even if you come in and you don't make a lot of comments or don't, spend a lot of time in the discussion. Make sure at least you just pop in and say hi, introduce yourself, and let people know you're here, and it helps encourage me to know that people are here.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's hard. I don't exactly have good statistics and stuff on while this whole stream is running. Do we know exactly how many people are watching at one
They
time?
changed the analytics.
Yeah, they keep messing with it. Oh, Grey Wolf was in the house too.
Yeah, I said hi to him.
Yeah, good. And I think we had a new guy, Rory, this morning. So that's the beginning of the chat.
Yep.
And then Chris said something. He said, well, it's obvious that senile Joe needs assisted care someplace other than the White House. Now what? Under our Constitution, if removed for medical reasons, we get Kamala until November. What kind of political theater would she create? The lunacy of all this is you can't even make this current lunacy up. What is the best for the USA? And you know what? I don't know. Because, as I said before, on one hand, politically speaking, what's going on right now is fantastic for us.
Right.
But what's going on for America right now, in regards to our world enemies, is absolutely terrifying. Because neither the president nor Kamala is in control of their mints. They're not compass Mentos. Right? I know that's a terrible joke. All right, with that, I'm going to leave you guys, and we're going to go make another cup of coffee because my coffee's cold and short. And let you go about your day and do some other stuff. I'm sure that you guys have other things to do out there. We enjoyed having you this morning. We enjoyed the chat with you this morning. We will see you once again tomorrow at 8 a.m. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Mm-hmm. Wow, the week is just flying by. My God.
I know.
In a couple of days, it's going to be like 2 full weeks we did the show.
Ozempic.
Man, it's crazy. And Ozempic, too, yeah. Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for being here, guys.
We
we'll
love
be
you.
on. We'll
You're
be
our
on
family.
You're our new family, man. We love all of you. We enjoyed having you, and I'll post that late night show when I get it from last night. It was a scream, man. It was so much fun. We had so much fun. So yeah, check us out everywhere. We love you. Check us out. Live streaming the Alec Baldwin thing at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
We'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye. True Slinger, hippie chick. We out.